The German elections are just around the corner. Polling day is a week on Sunday, so we're down now to the final moments of the campaign. Obviously here at the Trumpet, we've been watching this election closely, but how can you make sense of the final moments of this election campaign? What should you be looking for in terms of the actual results of this election? Well, today I'm going to give you 3 things that the Trumpet watches in this German election campaign. And the first is watch the impact of the AfD. The Alternative for Deutschland is this brand new party that's never held seats in Germany's federal parliament before, and according to some recent polls, they're sitting on 12% of the vote, making them Germany's 3rd largest party, and only 8% behind the SDP, this much more mainstream left-wing party. The reach of the AfD goes far beyond, though, just that number that will be voting for them. Many more sympathize, but the AfD have a certain stigma about them, and that's stopping people from voting for them who would otherwise support a lot of what they stand for. But the AfD, they are a barometer of public anger at things like the migration crisis and at Angela Merkel, so they're important to watch for that reason. But then we've never seen a German parliament in post-war history with a party like the AfD in it. So that's going to be interesting to watch, but their impact goes way beyond just the direct effect they'll have in parliament. They could have an effect on all of German politics. And that brings me to my second point to watch. Watch what the new government sounds like. We don't know who's going to win. We don't know exactly what the new coalition will be. Polls suggest it will very probably be German Chancellor Angela Merkel. If it is, watch and see if she changes in response to the rise of the AfD. Her sister party, the CSU, they've already shifted to the right in response to that party. Will she follow? If so, that's going to be very interesting to watch, to see German politics shift to the right. If not, well, a lot of these problems that the AfD are protesting against are just going to get worse. Ms. Merkel will be storing up problems for the future. So see what kinds of speeches she gives, assuming she's elected. See who she puts in her cabinet. And that brings me to my third point. And this is about watching a politician who's been talking a lot about immigration, who's been talking about the problems Islam is causing for Germany, and even about Germany's Christian heritage. So my third point is watch Karl Theodor zu Guttenberg. We've already made a number of videos about him. We've been watching this individual at the Trumpet for about the last 7 years or so. And this election could well see zu Guttenberg's return to German politics. Just this week, Horst Seehofer, the CSU's leader, was hinting that zu Guttenberg could be going to Berlin after the election for a job in Angela Merkel's cabinet. Now, whether or not that happens, just the fact that Seehofer is making that kind of hint right as the election campaign draws to a close, right when leaders are making their final pitches to the voters to gain their support, shows that a zu Guttenberg in cabinet is something that is very popular. So for more on this individual, watch those other videos and keep watching the election. The Bible is full of very specific prophecies about modern Germany. Prophecies that we've been talking about, writing about for decades here at the Trumpet and then at the Plain Truth before us. They foretell major political change in Germany, and in so many ways you can see already that we are on the cusp of major political upheaval. The stage is all set, and these elections could play a huge role in how that unfolds. We have a lot of material on this prophecy on our website. Probably the most specific is our free booklet, A Strong German Leader is Imminent. This goes through these prophecies from scriptures like Daniel 8 and Daniel 11 and elsewhere, and talk about how Germany is going to gain this strong leader. So watch for that and watch how these elections could play a major role in that.